Whoa, why is it all the way over here? I'm on the wrong, thing. Okay, I'll give myself a little bit of a jump scare, but I think I'm ready to get started. What about you guys? What? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whatever time it happens to be for you, welcome on in. I am Lily Moetsuki, and I am the fox on the screen. And sometimes that means I may just make you scream. Variety can't... I would mess it up. My brain's a little loopy today. I took a bit of a cat nap and it's like, the fatigue's not going away. My body's trying to push itself forward in terms of my sleep schedule, and I'm trying to resist it, but my body seems to desire that sleep anyway, so I guess you could say I'm a little bit, tired. Exhausted, maybe? But not necessarily. It's more like my sleep has no idea what it's doing. I will be back to streaming a variety of things in time, but it's usually been VRChat lately. As you guys know, the summer has been hell. Summer's been hell, and we really haven't been doing too much to, throw in some variety. So I've just been spending time learning more stuff about Unity, Blender, and various other things, spending time with friends and just, trying not to die, trying not to melt, trying not to dissolve into a puddle under the heat that the world is going through right now. But hey, fall is upon us. I believe summer is like at its end, and my hands are like sweating on these controllers. They only do that during the summer. But yeah, I think we're going to be able to get back into normal streaming before the end of the year. And I'll probably bring back some normal streams as well when that time comes. But I just wanted to reiterate, we've been taking a bit of a break / hiatus because the heat's just been a bit too much for me. On the bright side, that means I get to do a lot more things for just VRChat in general, and you guys get to benefit from that. You know? Hopefully I'm not getting too bit crushy. That's one thing I wish I had more bandwidth for Twitch and whatnot. I can probably get away with more on YouTube. So I might have to play with my settings later. See if I can get things to pop a little bit more, but yeah. That's me. That's me. Your little fox boy on the screen. How are you doing, everybody? Let me catch up with you guys, see what you're all talking about before I get like too sleepy pilled. Because if I get sleepy pilled, then we have options of going into world exploration for comfy vibes. And if I get a burst of energy at some point, I did want to look at World of Soul today. Otherwise, there is another game that came out in the past like 24 hours that I want to look at. Something about a Tycoon Millennium Tower. So let's see. White Crow's Nest, congratulations on redeeming the first. You are the first redeemer today. Congratulations. Hello, Kalinka. How goes? Chill, welcome on in. How are you doing? Also, I recognize that emo. welcome on in. Hello, Jen. You be squeaking, huh? You be squeaky? Squeaky or McSqueakin'. Welcome in. How's the Jen been? Dark Pikachu? Hello. Hello. Grimlock, how are you doing? Chill, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. May you enjoy your stay. For the head pout? Sure thing. Come here. I'll definitely give you a squeaker of a time. Just let me squeeze that head of yours. And I'll be gentle with the ears. Don't worry. You can trust me. I've got these up here, you know? I know how to take care of a pair of ears. Mine are sensitive. I like head pats, so I give good head pats. You know what I mean? I can relate. It's an understandability thing. But yeah. Hello. I started in a new world that came out recently called Seclusion 2. I feel like I've been in Seclusion 1, and it was a bit more black and blue. And a little less optimized, but I came into this world thinking, this isn't going to be optimized. I was actually getting a lot more frames than I ever would have thought. But even after starting stream, I'm still sitting around 40, so still a bit but I feel like trying to pump the settings that I want on the stream with my current computer might be difficult. But hey, I like quality. I want to present you guys with that quality. So believe me. I have to keep an eye on the frames. I'm alright. About to catch the bus, so I figured I'd tune in. Oh, okay. You heading out somewhere? Job, family, traveling? Anything like that? Sorry about that, guys. I keep forgetting my mute button only mutes in VRChat, and my sinuses have not been fun today. Allergies? Yeah, exactly. The thing I was just talking about. We were both talking about allergies at the exact same time. Yes. I understand that. I understand that completely. It is, yikers of a time. It's an ouchers of a time. It's very yikes, very ouch, and, I feel like white shots in this world would go really well. Especially if you're into compositional photography. And while I may not be the best at it, I do like it. So I'm probably gonna have to come back to this world later and take some photos. There's about 2 models I can showcase, and while I did want to show off the Kipfel side project, it's not going to be a big project, but like, I did something fun with the glasses, but the ears glitched out, and the other ears must have the wrong lighting set to them, and I don't know how that happened, because I made sure the exact settings were used between the hair and the ears, which were the exact same color. So, man, VRChat just has more bugs than it does on Unity. So, it drives me crazy trying to get everything to be coordinated, to get everything balanced, to make sure the lighting doesn't betray me upon going into VRChat. A shopping run. Gotcha. Don't forget the water, don't forget hydration, maybe a Gatorade or two. I feel like I'm having to add a lot more salt or stuff into my diet lately just to keep the water in, you know what I mean? My body wants to piss it all away. Devastator, what is Devastator? Hello, Yocho, yo. What's Yocho up to? Welcome. Let me get some water myself. Talking about water just made me think, oh, you're thirsty. Given that I missed last week's stream, I don't know if I'll do a longer stream today, depending on what the temperature's like. Temperature's honestly not bad, but I gotta see how things go over the course of a stream. Because we almost never stream afternoons. We really haven't, like, all summer. So the fact that I'm streaming at 5 o'clock is rare. Absolutely rare. Like, this is a rare stream time. I should have said today is a rare stream. We're starting at 5 o'clock. I know that's 6 on the east, 4 on the west, but like still, that's like in the middle of the day. Right before dinner-ish. But yeah. We've not strummed this, like, anywhere between, like, 12 and 6 would be very rare for me. Very, very, very rare. But hey, it's a sign of things to come, I think. I think it's a good sign of things to come. Because, when things are cool consistently, then that doesn't mean I have to wait the heat out. It doesn't mean I have to, oh, I woke up at a weird time, or, I waited too long, I'm too tired, maybe I'll see if I can wake up and stream, and just like, no. I won't be gated by the temperature, unless my parents somehow decide to cook the house during the winter, and I hope they don't do that. Last year was a little bit questionable, but this year I'm gonna be like, okay, my windows all stay open. My windows, I'm just gonna leave them staying open, you know what I mean? Wah. Stretch time? Sure. I'll get you guys from the side. I'd be a little embarrassed to try to move around in this thing. I'll try to show off the outfit here in a little bit, as well as the other one I have to show off today. There is a smaller avatar that I might be able to showcase today too. However, I don't know if it's the most optimized thing out there, and I'm worried it'll get too bit crushy. But I can take a look at that later when the time comes. Okay, come back. Ugh, allergies. I guarantee my sinuses are acting up a little bit in response to the seasons kind of like trying to change. So once things do stabilize, I'm gonna feel a lot more confident about it. You know what I mean? Probably a lot more confident about it. That means I got a lot more stuff to do with me and you. You and me together. Thank you for the stretch. What? A transformer made up 6 follower. Oh, so it's like a hexa combination thing, huh? Isotonic soda? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. But I guess that'd be something similar to like a carbonated Gatorade? I'm doing okay, Yocho. I'm actually doing okay-ish. Just a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued. Like I said, my sleep's kind of like running a little bit crazy. But I think I'm managing. Also, my sticky hands have apparently returned, and my grab is way too easy. So I might have to add more force back into my controllers because I'm not meant to be grabbing the camera constantly. It'll make me look like I'm either getting a really good job sometimes when I close in like this, or it's gonna make me look like I'm crazy. It's like, why do you keep like, don't do that, you're gonna make me dizzy. Or I can just like spin you right round, you know what I mean? But I might want to announce that first. Otherwise, I might want to use that carefully. We'll see. How is Elo doing? How are you doing? So I know one thing that I've not done too much lately, and because my sinus has been acting up lately, I've not even done much of it myself, but I'm just like, at some point again, would you guys be interested in more like voice talk? Because I've gotten some advice from a friend who doesn't even do like film voices, but I've not put a lot of time into looking up some of the suggestions, but it's got me thinking again. When the weather gets good and my allergies aren't trying to gag me, maybe we do some more voice stuff. And if I'm lucky, I guess ASMR would be a better venue for that, huh? Of course, sitting down's probably not going to give me the best advantage for this. But I don't want to stand up just yet. Like I said, I'm kind of going in and out, and my body's like, don't start crashing on me. But it's like, I want to stream today. I just feel like I might not be the most talkative. I feel like I've had too much progress in socializing, learning how to observe, and being a little bit more in control of my brain, so I've become more social and less I talk at you, streamer-brained. Streamer brains can be a little bit difficult sometimes in social situations, and when a lot of my time is spent on advancing my ability to socialize, I think I'm losing my edge a little bit when it comes to streaming. Granted, I've not been here as much as I would like, but we'll see what happens if it comes back. Or maybe it wasn't always one of my best skills. It's just, I guess you can say I've been leveraging my ADHD into like a certain degree. So if I can learn to be more collected and chatty in a more collective way, calm down a little bit, think about what I'm gonna say, maybe that'll seem a bit more tolerable, not just in social settings, but here on stream as well. Be honest, guys. Do you think I chat a little bit too much? Or at least from what you've noticed in previous streams, or even as recent as you can think, do you think I can be a little bit too chatty? Do you think there's a bit more time to slow down? Do you like the pace that I'm going at? Can you keep up with it? Because if it's too fast, even though like I kind of have an interest in that, because I like stand-up comedy, and some of the people that I'm used to listening online are a little bit more fast-paced. But I'm also noticing that it's a very specific genre, niche, or thing that I'm used to listening to, because I don't actually enjoy it as much in social settings. People that talk too quickly or talk at you instead of with you, I've noticed that tends to be the root cause of triggering my autistic kind of anxiety spikes. Because it's like, I'm not there to listen and entertain myself by watching somebody, like on a recording. I'm looking to socialize with somebody, so I have to be more aware of what they're trying to say. I have to be able to pick up on the key points, and that causes my brain to want to focus more on what's being said, rather than enjoying what's being said. It's a different mindset, and I think that causes my brain to overload itself. So what I'm saying is, if it feels like I'm talking too fast, if you guys feel like it'd be better if I talked with you, and try to control myself a little bit better, would that be interesting? Would that be a good change of pace? Do I be chatty, or do I be comfy chatty? It's a kind of a slippery slope, I guess. But I think the way that my voice is, especially because once in a while will do ASMR, you guys know I definitely have a voice for that. Maybe I should change up how I talk a little bit, and try to put, I guess, my socialized talking into my streams, and maybe even try to get away from how I used to, like, literally talk your ears off. Like, you guys don't even know what I'm talking about sometimes, and I don't mean like when I'm drinking. It's just like, if I just let myself go free, and I just let myself go free, and like, I try to be funny, I try to be gaggy, and I come up with a joke once in a while, and sometimes it gets me by the mouth, and it's like, you know what I mean? I have two modes, and I am wondering, how many people actually enjoy that? Because I've never really asked. I've been streaming for nearly 3 years. I figure now's a good time than any. You like the quiet, but I like what you talking, especially if it's with us. Unfortunately, I'm not talkative. I know some people aren't as talkative, so I guess you could say it's been a type of compensation, in the sense that if there's not enough chatty exchange, then I could increase the volume and try to almost like predict what could be said, what would be said, or how to keep a conversation flowing. But then that kind of like caters into like one-man stands, or like, what am I thinking of? Stand-up. And if I want to be more, I talk with you, even if I am on stream, then that means I need to start working with that instead, and then wait for an audience to grow over time. I don't need to start fulfilling what's not there, because there might be more interaction in the future. And I guess I need to be ready for that, and not scare away people in advance. I'm just, I think to myself a lot. Especially on the meta side of things, because most important thing I want for you guys is for you to be able to enjoy the experience. For me, I just like talking with people. I like being able to share what I experience. A little bit of what I do in VRChat or in Unity, because I'm big into models, but I like having someone to talk with, so I don't want to scare you off, and I don't want to bore you. Finding the in-between is a difficult slope for a lot of people. And I tend to lean more on the very, 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 very chatty side. But if I just need to be chatty and not overdo it, then maybe me working on the quality of my voice by talking slower would be better, I guess. Because if I have a voice that's meant to be enjoyed, then maybe it's better that I use less words. That way I already know what I'm gonna say. And you guys get the benefit of hearing me speaking with perfect articulation. But not perfect pronunciation, you guys know. I got a friend that keeps snapping at me every time I say libido instead of libido. And I'm just like, I've been saying libido for the longest time. I get it, it's libido. But it just comes out the wrong way, you know what I mean? For a while, I feel like some people think that my pronunciation, although incorrect oftentimes, is kind of cute. But, sometimes it's like, at what point does it become a detriment? At what point does it become a detriment? You know what I mean? Also, the ceiling in this world's pretty nice, isn't it? So if I put you guys right here and try not to get too close, because I am wearing a very, interesting skirt of sorts. Actually, you guys want to see? Let me stand up just a little bit. I've not shown off the outfit yet. I'll catch up with you guys before doing that, though. This is just a way for me to get on my feet. Less time on the ass is better, especially if I'm going to be active today. You guys like the crystal, by the way? Well, I've been optimizing shaders a bit, so hopefully it's less laggy and bit crushy. Although I will say, when I change models to the next chocolate that I have been working on, some things will change. A little bit. Because I did improve the optimization of it. I've also changed up the aesthetics to be a little bit more palatable, and I've also swapped out the flowers once again because I'm indecisive. You see what I mean? This is what I mean by me chatting a bit too fast. Is it good? Is it bad? Would you prefer me to be more calm, collect, and say something like, well, when I get ready to change out models again, you guys will see some of the differences, such as swapping out flowers, the shaders on my crystals and accessories, and just a bunch of other visual... I couldn't think of the words to finish that with. But you guys know what I mean. I guess I will be doing a lot of back and forth with that today, just so you guys are able to build a point of reference. That way I can see what might be a better direction. I personally just like listening to talking, so I don't have a preference. You enjoy listening, not much of a talker yourself? Oh, so I see I'm one of the rare people that just enjoy talking, aren't I? You do like more interaction, but I know there are also people who prefer long tangents. Brain go, ooh, shiny. Yes, I have a friend that constantly makes fun of me for having magpie syndrome. Which I honestly still think is not a real thing. But how else are you gonna, describe somebody that is, obsessed without reason? With pretty shiny gemstones, metals, and just... Ooh, shiny, shiny, shiny. Look, shiny, shiny... Shiny, shiny, shiny. I can't help it. I'm not glitter obsessed, but I do use a little bit of glitter. You know what I mean? You gotta say. You know what I mean? You gotta say. I think I'm just a bit too cute. What about you guys? What do you think? Okay, I'll try not to be too narcissistic. Let me free up the camera just a little bit, and I'll show you what the outfit looks like. And don't worry, I picked some safer underwear. I don't have any spats, but the garter belt needs to stand out, so, I will just say this. The texture work that I've done for Chocolate's default underwear, God, it looks so good with this outfit. And it blends perfectly with the garter belt. But it's, Chocolate's underwear is not meant to really be seen on stream, which is funny. That's gonna be underneath, and somehow she's included in a lot of VRChat's advertisements. Literally. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Well, it depends. If you use VRChat, you'll probably see the default chocolate model on a lot of the banners. Especially on the marketplace and stuff like that. So, the camera is free right now. So let me zoom out a little bit. Like I said, the skirt's a little bit short. Also, the lighting in this world might not be the best. But I don't want to leave just yet. So how about I pick an angle that has some good lighting like this? And I'll hold the camera. And then I'll move around and stuff instead. Are? Huh? Okay, so the coaling of the floor is not where the floor is. That's kind of freaky. But anyways, yeah. We get to see some strange stuff from time to time. Boy. Camera? Missed the question because falling asleep. No worries. Rest well, Yocho. I'll see you later, okay? Bye-bye. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. I think that's an Eagle song, but I can't be quite sure. Anyways. Yeah. But you probably noticed I did have to change the skirt a little bit because it's really easy to pull these. So I made it easy to pull in 2 places, but I had to change... Hey, you don't want to look underneath. I am a boy. Okay? Like I said, skirts like this get me a little embarrassed. I don't want to get too close and everything. If you want to see the texture work, you might have to look under there yourselves. But yeah, real quick. There's a lot more to show off about, whatchamacallit. Also, remind me to put some sort of, backlight mask on the mouth. I always forget it gets really shiny sometimes. Yeah, this world doesn't have light volumes, else I'd just step into the light. I know what you guys are thinking. Wait a second. Can we go through these doors? Am I a dumbass? Yes. I am a dumbass. Guys, I went through the light at the beginning of the world, and it had no effect on me. So I'm just like, okay, the lights don't work in this world. Guess what? They work. They work. They work. Why was I thinking they didn't work? I've been gaslit. I've gaslighted myself into thinking that... What are you guys gonna do with me? Anyways, what? There'll also be a better way to showcase the outfit, I guess. Yes, bedposts. I don't miss you at all. I mean, okay, you guys will probably see my ass if I trip and fall. Might have to be careful of that, but yeah. This world's pretty nice, is it not? I know I should probably have set up the dolly before coming here. I mean, think I still have my old one. I can try to set it up again, cause, a boy is fine too. It's the heart that counts. Ah, yeah. I am just exceptionally girl-coded for a guy. I am like the boy that wants to be as girl as possible without becoming one. That's the best way I can describe. You ain't cute, you adorable. I mean, it's just part of who I am, okay? I'm gonna be cute and adorable because that's just what I am. Yeah, you're not gonna stop me. You're not gonna stop me at all. I'm gonna do what I do best. Even if that means being an absolute brat to you guys. Because I guarantee that I'm definitely gonna do something. I'm gonna do something that makes you think about your sexuality. How about that? That's how much of a tease I'll be. You know what? Let me test something. Besides figuring out that this world has like really good lighting right now, and I'm probably gonna play with it more, I wanted to see if we can walk out of the thing. No, we cannot. We cannot. But hey, on the bright side, stepping into the light lets me know now that oh, the way that they do the light is... Okay, so these lights right here are baked, but there are light volumes because there shouldn't be light right here. But I have light on me. But if I go back towards the center, there's no light. So it is using light volumes. It's just, it's a mix of... That's a really cool light right here. And that adds a lot of contrast. Because this world is really warm. So let me go somewhere where it's not too bright. But we get enough detail to work with. God, I'm gonna have to come back here later to take a lot of photos, guys. I feel like this world just makes me pop out a little bit too much. In like a good way. In a way that's probably gonna make me like be able to still... thousands of hearts, maybe millions. I don't know if I get to that point in my life, but I do think I'll be exceptionally gifted at just corrupting everyone's sexuality, I guess, you know. I have to. It's part of what I am, I guess you could say. Hey Demi! Welcome in, how are you doing? Hello. Okay, let me reset these real quickly. Yeah. I am a sucker for good sites, worlds, and stuff like that. And when you get things to be this optimized, oh my god, I'm gonna be overjoyed. Okay, let's import. Hello? Wait a second. There's no way it's... I've exported these before. Okay, how do I import? Paste a JSON file from the... Oh my god, it lost my... You know what? Let me be real quick about setting up a dolly then. Maybe. I'm just going to try to do a super simple one. It doesn't need to be exaggerated. I need to play around with this more anyways, because I still have it for like another month. And I always talk about wanting to be able to use the dolly more effectively. So let's see if it's worth our while. And then yeah, we'll just have a lot of fun with it. Let's see, path, motion, time, easing, sign, path, fitted, loose. I think. Linear. Fitted. Loose. Loop. Revolve. What the hell is revolve? Okay, you guys ready for an experiment? Doing good? Oh, I'm doing great. I am doing really good right now. Honestly, the heat is not too bad, so you know, I'm happy and I'm looking forward to the future. The future of okay, the revolve function might be a bit difficult because is this saved in local space? If I move around, is that gonna move around too much? So I guess you guys can get an example, like of okay, that needs to stop going through my head. Anchor. How do I get it from... Wait a second. Is the revolve function specifically what's going through my head right now? Kind of. Okay. Let's stop for a second and let me think. Because it's still over there. So... if we want to... change things a little bit. Can drop the zoom here. Welcome to the dolly system, and this is something I could probably learn to obsess over. It's also one of the features that I think would make getting VRC worth it. Now, the last time that I set one of these up, I saved the JSON, but I don't know why I've lost it. So, I'm going to try to tweak it a little bit, because I want to see, how can we take advantage of this system without it being too time intensive? We'll try that again to see if it just slows things down. Getting a little bit of a coughing fit, but yeah. So, this dolly system would be really good if I took the time to record a couple of things. So if I'm lucky, I will try to record a new opening and ending. Or, you know, do some silly videos and whatnot, because, I think being able to play around with this and not have to move the camera like 24/7 would probably be an amazing benefit. But I guess you guys know I'm pretty big about being closer to you guys. So the dolly system's good if I'm just kind of showcasing, presenting, depending on how close I get and whatnot. The zoom can be influenced by changing the settings, but you'd have to do that for each camera. Therefore, it's not the easiest thing to learn to set up. I wish there was a way to where it could, kind of like auto-calculate how zoomed in it needs to be. Otherwise, it can be a little too finicky. But yeah, that's the dolly system. I don't think we need to play with it right now. If I have time, I'll set it up before stream, but right now, I don't know what I did with my last set of settings. So guys, give me 1 second. I need a puff of my inhaler, because I feel a coughing fit trying to start, and I do not like that itch behind my throat, you know what I mean? Ugh. Salt inhaler. Yes, if it was any sign, I am definitely a sufferer of allergies. But that's okay. I think everybody's weak to them just a little bit, so I guess you guys can relate to that a little bit, probably. I don't know, when's the last time I really, I guess, used my film voice on stream? It's been a while, right? Or I guess I mainly do it as a showcase. Like, I guess if I'm like, just showing off my range and everything, that's probably one place that I do it. But sometimes I think it might be more fun to just grab a profile and run with it for an entire stream. We used to do that in the past. Ugh. Allergies, am I right? Allergies. So, I feel like this one world would be amazing for stuff like wide shots. I don't think VRChat has like the best lens for doing, what's it called? Fisheye? But I'm very much somebody that likes perspective. Being able to get a good shot for it, though, might not be the easiest thing to do. But yeah. It's better on taking photos. Than it is on doing things up close for characters. It depends on where they are in the shot. Because if you set it back to normal, you kind of lose the perspective that you, gain from it and everything. Ugh. Well, that's just me. I'm a bit of a nerd, especially when it comes to things like the camera, finding the right lighting and everything, and God. The light feels super nice in this world, I will say. I am quite the fan. This shot right here, do they call these godlights, caustics? It's like golden hour. Don't make that rhyme. I will just say that, okay, I had to. Golden hour, okay? Specifically hour, like the time of the day and not the thing you go and, cleanse yourself off with once a day. Or twice, depending on how much you sweat. I'm the type to wake up and shower, but if I need to, I'll shower of the night as well. Anyways. This is a peaceful world. It's very visually appealing. It's kind of subliminal, but not in a horrific kind of way. It's... what's the word? It's very atmospheric. And for somebody that's kind of obsessed with the genre of visual ASMR, I guess you can say I have a little bit of a bias. You guys know me. I like my biases. Like you guys too. So what about that? You want me up close in your face and just make you melt? You want me to make you all squirmy and embarrassed? Ay. What am I gonna do with you guys? What am I gonna do with you guys? Boy. Work with the camera. The camera will work with me. I know it will. Do 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 do. I'm obsessed with the wind system as well. Also, the wind does affect the skirt. Just a little bit, I think. Kind of. Did I forget to influence the skirt? Note to self, make the wind stronger. I might have overcompensated a little bit, because, I don't need the wind giving me a fucking panty shot. We did that as a test once, and, I have to be a little bit safe, okay? I have to be a little bit safe, okay? What? Ay. Hey, cookies! I like cookies. What kind? Chocolate chip? Oatmeal? Peanut butter? Macadamia? Sugar? I'm obsessed with white chocolate as well as raspberry. Like, raspberry white chocolate cookies from Subway's are... They're too good, okay? Actually, they're just too good. But I'm kind of the same with ice cream, because they do make a raspberry cheesecake ice cream out there. Also, I love cheesecake. Yes, you can get to my heart through my stomach. I'm still a guy at the end of the day, even though my taste might be a bit girly. Like macaroons, sweets, confectionaries, pastries. I have a bit of a sweet tooth. I think you guys already kind of know that, you know what I mean? I just can't help it around sweets. They're delicious. Yes, you guys are sweet. Why else would I not, be able to resist taking a bite out of you? I'll give you a hickey, okay? I'm sure you wouldn't mind. You get me, to come up to you close and personal for us and everything like that? And, you know what I mean? I don't think you'll mind, right? Besides, I'm a fox. I like to bite. I am bitey. I am very bitey. But not just that, I'm also very snuggly. I'm very cuddly. I am obsessed with cuddles and stuff like that as much as I am pretty stuff. Shiny stuff, and like I said, I really like gemstones, crystals, and stuff. So this world makes me happy. Because I get to see each face on the halo. And if you don't know what that means, think of it in terms of 3D. Everything's not one shape, it's made up of polygons and quads, tris and triangles. No, triangles, quads, you know what I mean. So getting to see how they illuminate, getting to see the individual grab paths, words that confuse people, words that confuse me. I am a bit of a brainlet sometimes, but I'm still a nerd. A nerd and a brainlet all in one, even though that doesn't make much sense. I am what I am. I'm in a hurry to get things done, oh I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Ever since I heard that song, just by chance, one of my friends used to sing it from time to time. And I was like, what is that song? What is that song? It rings the bell, and it's apparently a song by Alabama. And I'm just like, man, that makes me think of my own life sometimes. I know I'm a bit old, but I'm scared of not getting some things done in this life. There's too many things to try. There's too many pretty clothes to put on. Oh my god, there's so much options on Booth for making really, really, really pretty stuff. You know what I mean? So, I gotta get it done. We have to remember to relax a little bit, because someday we will get a nice long slumber. There will be a chance to take it easy when the time comes. So, until then, I'm gonna keep busting my ass, you know what I mean? Chocolate chip cookies. Let's go. Oh no! This fox is trying to eat me. Rat's got it rough. Oh, I mean, cute fluffy animal ears, cute little creatures and everything. I'm gonna have to sample. Even if it's just a little bit of a bite, you know what I mean? I like to bite. Cuddles is good. Hello, Carrie. Hello. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. How are you doing? How have you been? Welcome in. It is Wednesday. How was your hump day going? I like how we spent like nearly an hour in this world, and I really don't think it's a bad thing. Honestly. I could probably end up spending the stream here, but with all the well, there's not god rays. I keep saying it's like golden hour. The composition of this world in this outfit is just, it's a match made in heaven. And I know it's like, I'm slight religious vibes, even though I'm not religious. You could even say this looks like a synagogue, a temple of some sort. And it's like, well, when I'm wearing these crosses and everything, they're pretty, okay? I wear them because they're pretty. Yes, I said I'm wearing a garter. I can't lift it any higher for obvious reasons. Don't mind me, I'm just, what is it, cock-teasing chat without actually doing anything, strange, weird, or whatchamacallit? What? Some screenshots would be hard to do on stream, you know what I mean? I keep going into portrait. And you guys are on landscape, unless you're on mobile. Or unless you're on like a vertical monitor and everything. Let's stay landscape. Do you guys see how easy it is for me to get back into a very fast chatty mode? It just comes out very naturally, does it not? So that's why I'm always like thinking to myself, maybe that's so it can be tweaked a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. What? What? Good world, huh? It's easily one of my favorites. Not trying to get too close. Sometimes my hands don't want to grab the camera, and it's just like, wait, why was it so easy to grab earlier? I'm either overshooting or I'm undershooting. It's one or the other. And then I just have to think a little bit, and then I just have to wind down a little bit. Let's see. Maybe we can give a little bit of a demonstration again today. Let's see if I remember what, I was able to pick up and stuff. One thing that I definitely remembered about, they always call it like the Adam's apple technique and everything. And of course, in the past, I've had the visualization of a string just kind of going weep, 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 weep. And that's always helped, but like, one thing I discovered about 2 weeks ago is it's almost a muscle that can be learned to become very, 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 manipulatable. Conscious, even. Almost as much as, like, moving a finger up and down. And what I mean is, like, going from, like, right here, and just, like, just putting it back up for a second. And then it's all about getting conscious about making it subconscious, and that requires a lot of effort. The other thing is, I forgot who told me this, but trying to keep my tongue closer to the back of my teeth and everything starts to shift things towards, I don't know. Not breathiness, but it's like a way of retaining air so you don't run out of air as quickly. But something about the articulation changes whenever you keep the tongue in that position. And I forget what the last thing was. They mentioned something about accents, but like I'm not that great at them and everything. But if I do start to studying them, then, yeah, you know, might be able to pick up other ways of articulating with my way of speaking. So I wonder if, like, when I learned Japanese once upon a time, and how to do the tongue on the R's and the L's, that's what allowed me to have, I guess, of an advantage with using my soft palate earlier on. And maybe it's because I learned Japanese that I ended up with a slightly effeminate voice before even doing voice training. Because he was talking about how we'd study like 5 or 6 different languages, all for their pronunciations. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you not properly learn the language? It's like, he doesn't need to. He's learning how to pronunciate in different languages, so he learns how to use his mouth, his voice, his tongue, the different parts of his vocal stem and everything differently. And by having those different skill sets, he can change his voice even more than I can, and it's like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I thought I had a range. And then I saw what he could do, and it just blew my mind. And at that moment, I realized I have a long way to go. I've only been actually training my voice for the past 2 years. Technically 3, but that first year was garbage. So 2 years, and if there's a 5-year cap, if you're willing to put in 10,000 hours, who was that artist again? Or author? Malcolm. 10,000 hours, outliers. Then that's the theory behind that. It takes about 10,000 hours to master a craft, a skill set, something like that. I mean, there's other things you can learn to do. You guys know me. I think I nya a little bit much for a fox, you know what I mean? And I don't think Man, I've not used my voice properly in the past 2 weeks. I'm just like, wait, how do I do this again? How do I do that again? I have to warm up and do it again. Because I guess it pushes on the part that's usually blocked off by my sinuses. But the second I start to loosen it up and start to practice trying to get past it a little bit, then it just gets easier to use. But yeah, those are some of the things that I have learned about. I'm always learning something new. Cat Fox, close enough. Get closer. If we can't see your pores, you're too far away. Pores. Cookies, huh? Cookies. I can smell them. I like cookies. Truth be told, I think my family is making, Alfredo. Pasta Alfredo fettuccine? I believe. Anyways, good night, Dimmy. Also, thank you for the follow as well, so welcome on in. I'll see you again sometime soon, okay? Yeah, hungry, tired, exhausted, all that in the same little bundle. So, we might come back to this world in a bit. I'm gonna keep this outfit on for a little bit longer, cause... I think it's gonna clash with the next world, but let me go and show you. Just in case I need the extra optimization. This is an outfit I had to get ready by last week's Friday. What? And I actually did gain a couple of frames, so whatever I have done trying to optimize this project, definitely a bonus. But I think you guys are going to get a kick out of this one, because, like I said, I've changed a couple of things. How about I make this easier on us both? Let me grab my fly mode and show you the new Halo. Yes, I know, it's gonna be a little bright in this world. But hey, maybe in next world we'll see it a little bit better. And like I said, I've changed out the flowers once again. I gotta have my magpie syndrome satisfied. The problem with the last flowers is they took 4 material slots each, and that was a little bit, excessive. Hey, Sushi! You still gotta pick out a maid outfit? I'm either gonna pick out a new one, if I have time, I know it's already Wednesday, or I'm gonna try to grab one that I've used in the previous week with the throwing knives. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. If I can grab something that's not gonna require me to edit like 10 different materials, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay. My problem is, I grabbed this one because I want something different for Bunny Day. And I was like, okay, the extension outfit is probably going to have more materials and take a longer time, so let's just go with this one. And, God forbid, this thing had like 20, 30 material slots. There was, I think, 10 unique materials, so, some of them I just said fuck it and just left them as Little Tune. Especially since, I don't know how to do refraction blur on Poyomi. But that's what's being used here. And I will just say, this looks amazing. This is what they use on those ice pillars in some of the Japanese worlds. And it's specifically with Little Tune, and I have no idea if it's possible with Poyomi. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. If you guys notice, I've also changed out our usual ribbons to be crystalline. And instead of doing blue and red on the other side, I went for a bit of contrast. There's also some unique stuff under the hood. Might be harder if you're far away, but hey, for the people that snuggle and get close, take a look at these normals. Take a look at the definition and the lighting. I like to do fancy stuff. I might try to calm down a little bit on future projects, because I'm like, I've done so much complicated stuff that I want a project to breathe on a little bit. But also for the sake of cuddles, I might also just want to reduce the load on the graphics card. Although if I turn some stuff off, it's just as good. Like I said, I try to make this one more optimized by using a lot of GPU instancing, which increases compile time. But it does have the advantage of making things run better. Usagi! Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Also, it wouldn't be too much of a rabbit suit if I didn't keep the ears, so I've learned how to make a outline by using a special Irura shader. Because in the past, I'd always get rid of accessories if they clipped with the ears, and now even if they clip, I can still keep them. I'll just turn them into a magical little outline. And yeah. Now this is all set up to be even fancier with audio link, but I'm not about that life today. I'm in a very relaxed kind of mode. I really gotta show off the glasses later for a kip fill that I'm working on. Until then, yep. That's the story behind this one. I wanted to make something fancy that was a little bit more optimized. So let's get out of this world, because, I'll just say, I kind of obsess over it a little too much, and I know we just got here. It's my first day in this world, but I already love it to death. The rays, the lighting, the use of volumes, and everything is just... It's simple, it's effective, and God, I could stay here for hours if I really wanted to. That'd be... I mean, unless you understand that kind of brain rot, it'd be a little bit weird, you know what I mean? You can see my halo? Halo! Yeah. What? You can grab it too. I like pretty stones, you know what I mean? Do 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 do. Frisbee. Let's see. Might be putting together a last minute maid outfit on Friday? Yeah, I'm probably gonna be last minuting something. It's just, I say I try to get it done Tuesday, I stream Wednesday, and then Thursday is kind of a work day. Guys, I've not made any, like, good VRChat videos lately. It's been too hot. I think you can understand. VR during heat is not the best, but I've wanted to record some funnies. I'll send to you to take, like, more photos, because, I do all this work with, like, outfits off a booth, and I don't even take photos of them lately. It's too hot. I just get in bed and just, I just die. Metaphorically, of course. But yeah. Man, this is such a photogenic world, I swear. I feel at home here. I say home, but this place probably doesn't even have air conditioning. So, yeah. Last minute for tomorrow, we're all gonna be doing Unity last minute. Hey, maybe this will be one of those rare days where I try to hop into the voice chat for workflow. Because I'm sure plenty of people would be curious as to, like, what the fuck is Poyomi? You know what I mean? But I'm sure if people need help, because last minute is kind of stressful, being available wouldn't be a bad idea for that either. Okay, I'm gonna try to practice not speaking too fast again. Like I said, it is my default, and... Need to learn how to take a little bit of a chill pill. But at least this one's not, wearing a interesting skirt, of course, so I can be a little bit more relaxed. You guys know I try not to manspread, but, like, it can be difficult sometimes, you know what I mean? Anyways, fancy, shiny, that's the way that I am. That's the way that I am. What? So, you guys ready for the next world? Oh, I forgot to even mention, I did change the eyes again. So they should be a lot more balanced this time. I didn't change the sparkles. And there's one thing that I've not mentioned yet. I've actually tried to change the skin on just a little bit in terms of use of matte cap and normals. I'd have to go back to the other model to showcase that. So remember that. Let's change worlds. I'm gonna end up here all day if I don't. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. It's just... it's hard not to, okay? Challenge level impossible. I will say, though, if I am sitting on the edge of my bed, I actually do, you know, proper lady style sitting and whatnot. It's just, it's easier and it's more comfortable, and you guys know. Oftentimes when I'm in VRChat, I guarantee you guys have noticed this, especially when I'm in bed. I sit cross-legged a lot. So it's like, hey, depending on how I sit, I'm either manspreading or I'm crossing. There's not too much consistency there, but the fact that I'm manspread in general is probably proof that I'm a guy. At least a little bit, you know what I mean? Also, is it me, or is this world really nice for the colors? Also, this world is also really optimized too. Holy shit. Guys, I might be busy tomorrow. I'm gonna have to hurry up in Unity because I think I'm gonna want to take a lot of photos. Oh, this is getting me exciting. For a while, there wasn't many good worlds coming out. And now I'm just like, oh my god, look at this. I have so many frames too. Optimization. Guys, I think I want like a 5090 something. Overall, that gives me more like graphical output. Or, actually, I think my real bottleneck is, what is it? Power supply? CPU? Intel 13th gens were a mistake. How to say that? If I ever build another computer, which I'll have to in a couple years, more than likely, I'm going to AMD. I'm done with Intel. I am done with Intel's bullshit. There's some nice ones. Yeah, lately there has been. There have been. It's getting me exciting. My brain. Come on, wake up. Oh, guys, did you notice? You guys have seen that audio clip running around from time to time, right? I have finally taken the time to dissect it. So now, it's a very helpful indicator when somebody is talking, when somebody is muted, or things like that. So, while I don't have the advantage of having the mute color, this is a good training device for not running my mouth, making random noise, or letting know, hey, Lily, your noise gate's not low enough, you're making sound, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't think there's a big use case for an audio clip. However, I do think it's a good way to convey something non-verbally. I think. For me, I just like the way it looks. Ha 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 ha. Oof, nobody interesting. Ami has a bunch of cheap asses, not including. Oh no. LR621. Are those the little circle ones, maybe? I'm actually not sure what kind of battery that is, but that's weird. But this reminds me of something, because I think about a year ago, maybe 2, I got a cosplay set for Sucrose. And the little brooch does have an LED, but they don't include the batteries. So I'm wondering if something from shipping from Japan, Asia, China, anything like that, there might be a law that prevents them from shipping batteries. Because I'm just like, why not include it? It'd be cheap, there's no reason not to. So, there must be a scientific reason for them not to do that. Is what I'm thinking, at least. I do not know for sure, but that would be like my first guess and everything. There is a second mode in this world. To go from a warm light to a cool light. So if I end up having to pass out at some point, because you guys know, I'm a bit of a sleepy fox. Pretty good world, pretty good optimization and everything. Thank you for the follow, Connor. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. To those just joining and everything, I am Lily Moetsuki and I am the fox on the screen. Allergies. And sometimes that means that I will scream. I can't do it that well today. We do VRChat among other things, although those other things are kind of on hold at the moment. But hey, the summer is starting to end and I'm coming back to life. So if you enjoy somebody that likes to run their mouth a little bit, showcasing, I guess the visual side of VRChat, with a bit of a chatty personality, I guess you're in the right place. I also have a little bit of a voice range, so sometimes you may hear what sounds like 2 people there, but it's all the same person. I just get a little bit weird sometimes is all, and it depends on what my allergies are letting me get away with, how I feel a certain day before I start speaking, and then I just kind of go from there, I guess. It really does depend on where I can get away. Because there are days to where it's like I try to use my guy voice and I can't go low. My throat's just like, no. Today is just like very full of like the stuff in the back of the throat. Practice makes perfect, they say. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to do the realistic cat sounds today, so instead, I'll just do nyan nyan. Oh my god, I'm on green. Holy fuck, how long have I been on green, guys? I am sorry. I'm usually so good at like putting the live stream thing up, but today I completely forgot. And this is what I meant. Like sometimes if I go into a serious mode, my voice immediately drops. It's like a behavior switch, I guess you can say. It just, yeah, damn ads. That's okay, I can wait for you. Jen, whenever you happen to get back, let me know. Until then, I'm just gonna play with chat, okay? Yeah. Let's see if I can warm up today. Anyways. Yeah. 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 It sucks today. Oh my god, that's like the worst I've ever done. I'm just going back into anime mode, okay? Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Welcome back. May have missed the nyas. You're getting the now? So, yeah. As soon as I saw this, like, okay, I'll wait a little bit. I'll warm up and I'll just keep doing them, you know? I want to give you the best. I want to give you the best that I can possibly deliver. Otherwise, it'd be like a, you know, I don't want to do anything half-assed. I feel like you guys know me by now. I can be a little bit of a tryhard when I'm thinking about it. You know? What? I swear my right hand has been very grabby today. Oh yeah, it's definitely an allergy day. But let me see if I can do something really specific for a second. Because I swear, like, this is something I used to be very good about doing, just without even thinking about it. So I'm not even gonna try to raise my voice or anything, but you guys can instantly hear a shift, right? So like if I let go of it, it goes like right back here. Exact same pitch, it just sounds different. Nyanko is love. A hydrate? Let me go grab that for you real quickly. This time I'll even take my my camera with me. Okay, one thing we should do is see if my graphics card is gonna hate me for this. I mentioned how I have a smaller model that I've been working in a collaboration with a friend. And I am worried about it being bit crushy on stream. However, the world is pretty optimized, and I feel like if it works, I can showcase it a little bit. Because I enjoy both the Nemesis and the chocolate. However, if it gets too bit crushy, and if it gets bit crushy right away, please let me know. This is something I've not tested because it's hard to test off stream. Actually, I don't think it's even possible to test off stream. Because you can't test encoding without being very specific about it. So yes, I know these are the Nemesis clothing, but hey, let me know. Are you guys getting a lot of bit crush right now, or is it... Why is my Halo freaking out? Halo, are you okay? Anyways, I don't know why that's not working. But yeah. Whoa! So it's not too bad, right? As far as like bitrate. That's the main concern, is the bitrate. Okay. Well, that's awesome. That is awesome. But yeah, this is a weird little hybrid. A friend of mine named Cloud has been developing a kit that'll convert a nemesis into a chocolate. I've also added some fancy stuff to it, but let's just say they're probably going to be the most bit crushy part. So, there's the fire sprinkler on the flower. This is impossible to use because, it does not get cold by head chomp. Therefore, I can't see anything when I use this. Yes, Cloud Miner. He's the one who helped us with the Temari Monica once upon a time. There's also this little funny thing, which uses Depth FX as well as some kind of particle trail. It's been a weird project that has probably way too much on it, but it lets me know what works and what doesn't work. Like the shader on the tail is something that I'm using on my earband for my chocolate, for example. Also, I'm able to go back and forth between the hairstyles as I need to. So I can really mix and match just about any of them. Also, if the glasses are too much, I can always turn those off. However, do you guys notice? They're pretty fancy, right? This is a different application for a shader option called Voronoi. A friend of mine sometimes makes a glitter pattern using glitter, and I try to replicate it once with Voronoi, based on a friend's suggestion. And while I was playing around with it, I noticed the inverse pattern isn't that bad either. So what if I made it very minor? Because sometimes minimalism goes a long way. And I ended up with these. And I think they look pretty good. Also like how the eyes are a bit better about tracking the camera. Even though I'm not using like an eye pointer. So I need to see what exactly I've done. Or that Cloud did. Because like, it's very beneficial. It'll be very beneficial to the future. So, real quickly. What? Oh, I still have the one thing on. Hold on. Some things are a bit sloppy. Some things I've not fully set up, but... Yep. You still get the chocolate mode. You still get the chocolate mode with a slice of Nemesis. Yeah, the idea behind this was meant to be like white hair with rainbow. Kind of inspired by like the No Game No Life style. But as I was working on it, I was like, let's just go full RGB. Let's just go full RGB with this one. So that's what I've done. That's what I've done. So that's why the hair moves in tandem. And if the halo was working, the halo was set to match the color. A lot of stuff was meant to be color matched. Like, look at the outfit and look at this hair. They're meant to be in sync. Not the easiest thing to do, though. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this one. Now, if it'll work with me, this was meant to be a Chunibyo and Isekai-ish, like, hybrid. So it was meant to have a lot of magical stuff. The problem is, some stuff simply doesn't work. There's supposed to be a bow here, but I still haven't figured out why it's not showing up, because these things still do, and you guys can see these things, and they're meant to change the color of the bow and the arrows, but alas, it's been disabled on the local side, and I still haven't figured out how to fix that. Very gamer, yes. So instead of that, at least I still have the advantage of using this thing. And this is probably where a lot of bit crushing is gonna happen, I guess. If I remember how to use this. It's meant to be more like an umbrella than anything else. So to match the colors of this world, what? I do think it kind of matches this world's overall aesthetic, though. Though this feels bad? Yeah. Let's see. Let me try something. Blah. There's a lot I still don't understand about it, but I'll figure that out in time. As for right now, I'm ready to kick back just a little bit. Exhaustion, am I right? Fortunately, the heat's been forgiving today, and I'm pretty thankful for that. My allergies are the only thing that has not forgiven me today. But I believe if that's all, then we're moving in a good direction. It's only a matter of time before the seasons get a little bit better. Fall has its own issues, but they're less painful than summer, less painful than spring. And by the time winter gets here, then that's my time to shine. Winter will probably always be my best month, if you know what I mean. It's just nothing grows in the winter. It's good. It's good. It's nice. But yeah, these are two worlds that I have managed to scout out today, and I haven't even shown where the light source is for the world and stuff. But yeah, this is a great place to relax, sleep, cuddle. You know, it's a very, very private-ish area, very minimalistic in terms of there's not much to see. But the result is optimization, of course. So, yeah, this could be a special place. Could be. Depends on what you need. As far as what I need right now is, I need to pee. So, it means, we can wait the hop worlds here in just a moment. I am gonna go take care of myself real quickly. And then I will be back here shortly. So until then, hang tight. Hang tight. I will be back. Okay, let's see. Yes. Where is the camera? It's over here. Mythos! Congratulations on hitting the 3-year mark! Congratulations! I'm back, guys. Thank you for resubscribing to the channel. Enjoy the lack of ads and enjoy the adorable emails at your disposal. And congratulations on hitting 3 months, Mythos. I really appreciate all the support. I really do. Good job, good job, good job. Also, welcome on in. How are you doing today? How are you doing? 3 years of wonderful Foxy. I know, 3 years. Technically 3.5. I keep forgetting the 24th marked the half-year milestone. But yeah, 3 years of being around me. Can you believe it? Can you believe it's been that long already? To another 3 years, shall we? Another 3 years? That'd be impressive. That would be impressive, but yeah. I hope you've had a wonderful journey alongside me. And I do believe it's been worth your while. It must be. You keep coming back, and so do I, so cheers. It's good to see you. Sitting down and relaxing after going to the fair. Man, standing around in a store for like an hour? Bus schedule changed and it's better than being in the store than waiting out at the bus stop. Melting for an hour. Oh, yeah. You're more south than I am, so it would be hotter outside. Bless. Yeah, when they change their schedule, it's like, okay, so when's it coming? When's it not coming? I need to know these things, you know what I mean? Hang in there, Jen. May you get home and continue to be nice and cool. Let's see. We are going to hop into the next world. It's getting a little bit warm. Uncounted Lounge looks interesting. But looking at it, it looks like it might be some sort of instance and music collaboration. And we're trying to multi-stream to YouTube now. So if something is like, music, might have to be cautious of that. We might have to keep that in mind. Let's see. What is this world? I can't read the kanji, but I want to say it's like something about a golden light or a mirror. Anyways, let's change worlds and see where we're gonna go into. Museum. There are some museum maps. I've not been to many, but really recently I went to a it was basically a display of Van Gogh artwork within VRChat, because apparently he's kind of popular over in Japan. It turns out he's a bit of a weeb. He's like, Van Gogh is like one of the earliest weebs. So a lot of his paintings and stuff took inspiration from Japan. More like his interpretation of what little he's seen, because I don't think he ever got to go. But he's like, well, if Japan must be the most beautiful place, then I will paint the most beautiful place I have access to, which is like somewhere in France. This world is, I think it's just a skybox and a video player. So, not necessarily what I'm looking for, but hey, pretty skybox, am I right? Orlas, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Those of you just coming on in, I am Lily Moetsuki and I am the fox on the screen. And sometimes that means that you may just scream, depending on what I happen to be doing, I guess. As for right now, we're looking to world hop a little bit. Probably another hour or so. Depends. I'm not sure about doing another header just yet. If I've got energy for it, maybe. The heat is honestly not terrible, but it does feel like it's on the rise, so I don't know what that means, but I am curious about it. So let me take a look at that real quickly, and I will hop to another world. Hello, Agile! Why do you have an ad? That was subbed. Oh, it must have ran out. Well, one way to pick up on it. Am I right? Interesting. How are you doing, Agile? Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for using your Prime, your once-a-month Prime, straight from the Bezos man himself. Enjoy the lack of ads and enjoy the emails that you now have at your disposal. How have you been, man? How are you doing? I swear, every time I see this prefab, it gets more and more unoptimized. I get baited by the thumbnail and I think, oh, it's a new world. It's like, no, I've already been to this world like 500 times. And somehow it gets worse each time I come here. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty world, but I feel like whoever keeps re-uploading the prefab should look and update things a little bit, because I can feel my frames crying. Get me out of here, please. Get me out of here. Oh, is that where you've been? You've been working 64-hour work weeks. Ouch. Hang in there. That does not sound too pleasant, but I believe in you. Hang in there, my friend. Hang in there. It's good to see you again, though. You always forget? Oh, don't worry. It's because I constantly update. You know, I work a lot on stuff, especially when I'm not streaming nearly as much. I put a lot more time into Unity and... Wow, would you look at that? Another prefab. But this prefab is at least optimized. So I won't be too hard on it. But this is not the best version I've seen. But yeah. In exchange for finding 2 amazing worlds, we are finding 2 prefabs back to back. And I'm like, come on. You can't do that to me, okay? You can't give me good worlds and then just like, this is a world that I bought off Booth and did literally nothing to. It's like, come on, come on, come on. Your hard work is definitely paying off. Looks amazing. Thank you. Yep. This one is particularly cute. This one is very, very, pretty like a flower. Okay. So, this is a singular, this is all the world is. It's a box, it's a bed. This is wow, if you need absolute optimization with a bit of light from the back, because, this world is, I don't think it's light volumes, but, you know what I mean? This is the only light we get. And it makes me look kind of weird. I don't think it's a light volume. That's probably a baked light. But, 3 strikes, you're out. Okay, what else can we get? I don't have energy for... Could just jump into a game. Tell you what, we'll look at the Millionaire Tycoon Tower thing if this next world is a bust. Are you a big fan of braids? This hairstyle is probably as close as I can get to Switchblade's actual hairstyle. The only difference is that instead of loose, like tight side locks, it's, camera, where'd my camera go? The braids. Like I said, this is the closest I can get. It's so on point. So it's like, it'd be really hard to complain, you know what I mean? I get practically my identical hairstyle, so I'll keep that. We've ended up in a grayscale world. I don't know if we're gonna get color anytime soon. I don't know what kind of world this is supposed to be. We're doing world hopping on the blind. But, I want to see if there's a surprise. Sometimes these black and white worlds do come with a bit of a surprise. Braids are so underrated. I agree. I'm not gonna lie. When I see these, I'm just like, maybe I should just make my hairstyle like 1-to-1 with this, because like, I am not against it at all. It's very pretty. I've also been learning that I actually do have a taste in braids. Although I've not, explored them as much. In the past, sometimes a friend of mine, 10 years ago, would draw my character with the back hair all braided and over the shoulder in the front. It was big, puffy, and really cute. So I'm surprised I didn't want to experiment with braids. Because I always think they're cute. When I see people with them, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. It's like, oh, Sushi, the little braid in your hair is so cute. It's like, oh, these are so cute. And there's two of them. I'm just like, man, I like braids, don't I? Oh, why don't I work with braids? You know what I mean? They're so cute. So, yeah, I have to agree. This is why you're the boss, Fox. The Fox knows game. Yep. Man, is this like an actual graveyard? This is funny. I see a bunch of people on the gravestones and they're like... I can't tell if this is a memorial, a game thing, or what's going on here, but it's like... There's a shiny portal right there. Head pats? Sure, I can give you head pats. It's like we're in a 60s movie or a 50s movie. It's a black and white feature. You know what I mean? Monochromatics. I don't despise them. I think they're a good choice. They're not the best choice. There's a lot of other choices I'd do before monochromatic. Monochromatic is a type of composition choice. Color, minimalism, grayscale, sepia, monotone. They all have reasons. They all have purposes. I actually think it looks interesting. But it's like, I'm not really one into graveyards. I'm not scared of them, but they make me, think about graveyard implications. And it's like, I don't want to think of the dead right now. You know what I mean? I'm in the world of the living. I want to spend time with those that are living. Remember the dead, but live. Live for the present. Yeah, the headpad just doesn't work on me for some reason, but guys, I might have figured out why my OBS is just not really working, and I don't know what to do about it. I've been having a lot of issues with OBS today, and it crashes very often, very quickly. I'm surprised I could stream today. I almost wanted to give up. But during one of the crashings, I noticed something. You want to know what I noticed? I saw the ghostry symbol on one of my plugins, and I'm just like, okay, why the fuck is there a ghostry symbol in my OBS? It's like, oh my god, I only have ghostry installed in Firefox. Please tell me OBS is not running through Firefox somehow. And then the reason that I'm having all these issues is because it's going through like 5 layers of ad blockers. So, I've tried to disable a couple of plugins, including ghostry, as well as maybe 2 of my ad blockers. I am not getting rid of all of them, but at least I was able to get stream started today, and now I'm just like, either OBS is done, I need it to somehow go through Chrome or Chromium instead of Firefox. I just need it to just not touch Firefox. My OBS does not need to touch Firefox. It can touch any other browser. Because I think that's what's making my OBS lose its shit. And if I ever want to multi-stream, there's OBS Streamlabs. I think there's another studio suite that lets you live stream through it that I don't know much about, but like trying to move everything to a different platform is a lot of work. And I just don't have the time to like completely reinstall everything. So I don't know what to do. But I think that's why I can't get my headpats, my throwables, or anything. I think OBS is trying to run through Firefox or something, and I just need it to run through nothing. It shouldn't use my browsers, and if it is, it needs to detect another one that has nothing on it, preferably. So my best guess right now is I might have to change my default browser to Chrome. And just live with it. I don't like using Chrome. Chrome is a backup browser as much as like Brave, Opera, and I have other browsers for other things. But like Firefox is my main. If I open a web page in Discord, I want it to go to my Firefox. So what I might have to do is I might have to change my default to Chrome, see if it works, and if it works, do that specifically for my streams, and pray I never have to click on a link. You know, that's the situation I'm dealing with right now. My OBS is just a hot pile of garbage, and it just gets worse every time I use it. And it's makes me worry. Crying, screaming, yelling, I can't hit Pet Lily. Yeah. The head pats, the throw balls, and just, man, it's just been wild. I just want a computer that works. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. I don't know why it has to be so much of an issue. Is Throne or Stream Elements better for Dono? Stream Elements is the best option by far. If it is not available, because sometimes some countries or states or cards are not going to go through Stream Elements, the best thing to use after that is actually Ko-fi. The Ko-fi link, ! Ko-fi, I think is an option. I don't remember how I have that one set up. But with those two fail, Throne becomes the next best option after that. So it'd be Stream Elements, Ko-fi, Throne, and then after that, what is after that? Let's hope we don't have to get that far. We'll cross that path when the time comes. So that's not usable, so I will say this world's not a bust. If I ever feel the need to come and take a sexy, like, monochromatic shot, it's like, hey, we're in the 80s, or the 60s, or the 40s, then I'll come here, I'll come here. As for right now... What is this Millionaire Tower Tycoon? Build your fortune and rise to the top. Start small, generate money, and expand your tower floor by floor as you climb your way to becoming a millionaire. Purchase decorations to make your tower stand out. Unlock upgrades to boost your income and compete with friends to see who can build the tallest, richest, and most impressive tower. Can you become the ultimate tycoon? I didn't realize you could play competitively. But let's check out this world anyways, because another thing that I needed to start doing is like start scouting worlds for group activity. So, I don't play a lot of VRChat games, and I probably should. I just need winter to come so I have more energy. Otherwise, I worry about, like, crashing. Like, I don't want to sleep every single stream, you know what I mean? I know I'm a sleepy fox, but I don't want that to become everything that I do. Also, guys, we're getting 60 frames here. We're getting all frames here. While there's no impressive lighting or anything, if you ever wanted to see how things look when just me move, and it's just like, wow, 60 frames on stream is something I wish I could have, like 24/7. Imagine the possibilities of me being in 60 frames per second at every moment in every frame of every impressive world. Not possible, I know, but hey, think about it. What the fuck? Some people have an interesting sense of humor. But okay. So it looks like this world puts optimization first and foremost. And if we're building a tower, I guess we're starting from the ground up. Because I don't see anything. But it looks like there's room for 1, 2, 3, 4 players. And assuming there's any room for co-op, 4 players racing to build the tallest tower as quickly as possible sounds like a lot of fun. I imagine 120 FPS would go hard. If streams could push the 120 option, I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see that, yeah. Hey, Wizard! Also, hello, Core! He got jump scared by the toy? I know. I was thinking to myself one day, it was just like, well, if I ever get into that kind of content, because you never know when a Fansly might have to become an option. it wouldn't be by choice, it'd be by a financial desperation. Then I'm just like, well, I'm gonna have to have more options. I'm gonna have to have more options and treat it as a serious thing. So, it wouldn't be bad to have in general. So it's like, A, I wouldn't mind it, but 2, it's also like, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, that's okay, Core. That's okay. Well, I'll see you again sometime soon. But hello from Texas, hello from Kentucky to you. Ah, Dark Tower. Just cause. Stream elements. If you want to go through stream elements, that's the best way to go through. That's the best way to go through. What? So let's see. I guess we just sit on the button to activate. So let's start with the first. Oh wow. So we just walk in and we instantly get a wood flooring. I didn't mean to hit my wall. I'm trying to see like, okay, where can I get comfy? I don't know if I need to go into third person mode or yeah, that might be a better option. Let's do this. We're going to go into a third person perspective and see what this game has to offer us. What?
Way Woof Woof tipped $10. Mousetrap emoji.
Agile, thank you so much for the $10 dono. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And hang in there. Try to rest when you can too. I don't want you to work yourself too hard. But hey, you're doing a good job. It's great to see you. And so thank you so much. Thank you. What? Oh, another 8-hour shift in an hour. Oh, I gotcha. I heard that. I know. I heard that too, Jen. I heard that too. It's like, I don't remember having a mousetrap emoji. It's like, Jen, be careful. There might be territory out there that even I'm not aware of. I might have to defend you. Have a good nap. Have a good nap, Agile. So let's see. What are we starting with? Passively making $1 a second? There's rebirth bonuses? Oh my god. Don't tell me. This is it's like an idle game. So we can claim the money that's just accumulating passively. And then later there's an auto, whatchamacallit, so... Okay. Wait. Are we supposed to step on this button? Okay, so we collected it. We have $140. Walls, I don't think we need, but the money generator. $4 a second. This is the first thing we need. Just shit tons of money all... It's just spitting out money. I wish money was this easy, you know what I mean? Thank you for the follow, Die Panda! Hello. Welcome on in. Welcome. To those just coming on in, I am Lily Moetsuki, the fox on the screen, and right now we're just world hopping, and we found ourselves in a world called Millionaire Tower Tycoon. So I'm like, okay, what's all involved with this one? We just money just comes everywhere? Now, so I guess there's a delay on when you can collect it. Maybe? Or is this like my bank at all time? Oh, wait, we step on the button? Okay, we step on this button, not this button. We step on that the first time, and then we move, and then we grab a bunch of money collectors. 'Cause... Man, I wish money was this easy. Buy a bunch of money generators. I guess this is counterfeit. Okay, don't show this to children. But hey, if real life worked this way, man, we'd be set. We'd be set, wouldn't we? Take care, Agile. We will see you again. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Ah, there's a way to join the Discord just by stepping on the button. So we're not going to step on this button. We are, however, going to buy anything that gets us more money. Anything that generates our financial endeavors. Also, video player. Important because I was wondering where's the video player? You have to buy a television first. So that makes sense. And I imagine to get to the next floor, we have to build all the walls. But before we build all the walls, I need more money. I need more money. That seems to be the nature of the game, is buying as much money as possible. Well, not buying money, but you know what I mean. At some point when we get 10,000, this will become an auto-collectible. So for now, you guys come with... Oh, right. I guess you can just stick with me. It looks like this one's going to be a little bit of a funny. Besides, I like to look your way. You know what I mean? Makes it easier on everybody. So let's enjoy the sounds of jazz, see what kind of furniture we unlock along the way, and just kind of go from there. I feel like we've bought everything that we possibly can on the first floor, so let's grab some money, let's build the walls, and let's see what happens next. We'll play this for a little while, and then we'll see what else there is out there. I imagine we're going to find at least one more banger of a world. I imagine at least. It's a wall tycoon. Basically, it's like a... You're building the Millennium Tower, I guess. Windows are sold separately, apparently. One more wall to put in. Oh, and a doorway. Oh! So you get a little bit of fanciness along the way. Get to build it floor by floor. Just how high does this go? Now I'm actually curious. You know, I can get addicted to these kinds of games. It's the curiosity, right? How many floors can we actually get? Let's buy a staircase. The second floor will cost us 1,500. Well, congratulations, we have that much. So, let's grab the second floor and see what she's got. We got a bunch of display cases, a generator. This will give us $10 a second. Buy all the high dollar items you can, first and foremost. But you have to pave all the floors again. At this point, this is where getting the auto generator. Not the auto generator. I am not joining that Discord, even though that is a massive boost. I play hard to get. You know what I mean? You can't tempt me with virtual currency to join a Discord server. Looks like we can buy the steps already, but I imagine if you buy the steps, you then have to buy the floor. And we ain't got any walls yet. Why would we put in a staircase before we even get it? You like the Halo? Me too. I've gone through a couple of Halos, but this one is more optimized. It's more simple, and I can dig it. After all, I have to avoid getting a bit crushy. I have to avoid getting too bit crushy. Otherwise, it might be a little bit hard to watch the stream sometimes, so yeah. I gotta get my aesthetically pleasing stuff. Let's buy us another generator. Another generator. Buy out all the generators we can. And let's see if we can get to the third floor. But I think getting the auto collector is like, that'd be such a quality of life. But I don't want to splurge on it just yet because it's going to be 10,000. $10,000 to have permanent auto collection, meaning I don't have to return to the first floor unless I need to. In the meantime, we can see what shows up in these display cases. This world is making me want to see everything. You'll already crush it around other people, so you don't need to be too big. Look, I'm just a flower. I'm just a flower. I know I'm a cutter. But I'm a cute one, right? Wrong emote. I was trying to be funny for a second, that kind of backfired. What? I bite. I will bite. Even if this game doesn't want me to bite, I will bite. But yeah, you guys know me. I'm one of those, come here. What? We like VR, don't we? I swear. What would life be out if it wasn't for VR? You know what I mean? What? What? Gremlin's gonna get gremlin-y sometimes. But I was also gonna showcase I did up the makeup a little bit on this one. Compared to the other hairstyle version. It's actually not a recent change, but it's a recent-ish change. For those that have not seen this model too up close, at least. But things like the changing of the audio clip onto the hairpin, different flowers, different halos, stuff like that. Now that's new. That's very new. I got too busy talking that I forgot about unlocking another generator. Hey, if I'm lucky enough... Hey, you might have distracted me long enough to go and buy the auto collection. So I can either... We can afford it. We can. Or, because it's 10,000, I can wait. And, you know, it's a convenience fee. I feel like we should buy the next floor before we do anything like that. Besides, there's a bunch of display cases. You have to spend money to make money, am I right? So let's spend money on other things first and foremost. So we have our walls. Let's buy our windows. Yeah, the buying process is literally just walking over them. I don't think these need windows. This is where all my money is generated. You know, make it rain. Rain money on me, please. There's a cap, a couple of branches, pair of sunglasses, and a pair of earbuds. But no trophies. For some reason, there's no trophies here. Maybe those are on a higher floor. Rich? Ah, I wish I was rich. That'd be awesome. That'd be really awesome. That'd be amazingly awesome. One day, maybe. One day. Okay, so we're at 20,000. I think one of our next purchases will definitely be the thing. However, 5,000 for the next floor. Let's get our third floor. What are we putting up here? A statue? I can get a statue? Will it be of me? I wouldn't be opposed to having a statue of myself. It'd be strange, but, you know, it's like putting a flower on display. I think it's a good use. I think it'd be a good use of our finances. If I had a statue of myself, would I want it made out of gold, silver, or crystal? Ruby and aquamarine. Aquamarine. I am struggling to speak today. Okay. We now have 12,000. 12,000 left. Hey, Kalinka, bye-bye. Take it easy, okay? Fluffy stall. Yeah, okay, a plushie, a doll plushie. Maybe a Kipfil statue would also be a pretty good thing to have. Bye-bye. I'll see you later. Let's go ahead and buy the autoclaim. That way, we don't have to worry about coming down nearly as often. Unless we're just looking to take in the sights. Ugh. Let's see what the statue is. A giant, Lego Roblox thing. Minecraft, maybe? And maybe Minecraft inspired. Not the thing we were probably looking for, but hey, it's generating us money, so. For now, let me grab that for you, wizard. Thank you for the hydrate. What? Let me get back over here. And then let's see. A wall. Walls and windows again, I'm gonna guess, huh? Not too much to offer on this floor, but we'll see what happens on the 4th floor. One more wall to put up. The only disadvantage about not going back to the 1st floor is we have no idea what our total capital is. However, we can tell when we run out. The buttons will change colors. Red means you can't afford it. If it's green, it means we can afford it. So, we are going to buy the 4th floor. We can buy a bunch of cash piles. Do we have any generators? There's a generator over here. This will give us $50 a second. We don't have 6,000 for the next one, but here in just a moment, this will turn green, and green means cash. 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 This is what we do with our money. If we had any, of course. Something like that, am I right? Wait a second. It's Benjamin! It's Benjamin Franklin. These are fake $100 bills. Anyways, let's buy more generators. And then once we've bought as many generators as we can, it's time to buy more cash piles. Cash piles and walls. I guarantee there's got to be something pretty. There's got to be something shiny, like a diamond or something in the sky, right? That means we have to get there first. And to get there first, we have to keep making piles of cash along the floor. So let's put our money where our feet are, I guess. This is literally a cash floor, isn't it? There's nothing but cash on this floor. I mean, if you don't have a bank, if you don't like banks, then I guess you have to devote real estate to your life savings. I guess I'm not completely opposed to that, but like, you know what I mean? Cash. Money. The thing that we all need to survive in this world and get what we want in life, like a ton of art and commission money. Of which, man, I've really not done it all this year. But that's okay. Life comes first. We can roll around in the money in the future. I would like to be buried alive by $100 bills. That seems like a fun life goal to have. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Who's gonna get to do that in their lifetime? I mean, that would be so many $100 bills that we'd probably be talking like over 10,000s. But hey, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It'd be a lot of fun. Just don't get a paper cut. I imagine that would not end well. Shine bright like a diamond? I've not heard that in a long time. It's been a while, huh? Let me see if I can find the walls to construct. I think it's time we go up another floor. This is like a game of Where's Waldo? Where's the wall buy button? You have to find them. You have to find them. Staircase. 10,000. 25,000? Oh man. But we have enough. To the 5th floor. And you can compete with people in this game, huh? There's a car. You can put a car in the center of this world, but it's like it's expensive. But it generates the most of anything I've seen so far. Hat displays don't give as much, guys. We're buying a car. We're buying a car. We're putting a giant fucking car in the middle of our tower. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a Dodge Charger. Or some kind of, Mustang, maybe? Mazda? I think it's a Dodge. I think it's a Dodge Charger. I think. You guys tell me. I'm not an automobile person. I could just tell if the suspension's kind of loose. That's about all I know about this one. Anyways, let's construct more stuff. More displays. Our hat collection. The giant hat collection. If anybody's on Steam, you've probably heard hat collection more than you wish. But yeah, that is a thing. Buy more hats, bandanas. I think that's a rainbow afro. Putting a giant Lily family in the car. Lily family. Oh, that'd be so cute. What would they look like? What would my children look like? They'd be all boys, wouldn't they? But you'd think they're all daughters. Okay, maybe we need one actual daughter that looks like a boy. But, you know, I guess I could have one reverse trap daughter and then 3 femboy sons. That means I would need a wife. I guess we... Shit. Yeah, to proliferate my DNA, I'm gonna have to... Man... I prefer boys, though. Maybe... Oh, better idea. I'll just get a boy pregnant. I'll just get a femboy pregnant. It's not impossible. It's only impossible because nobody succeeded. It just means I have to succeed, right? It just means I have to succeed. What are you looking at? Don't make me shoot you. Don't you dare get those thoughts in your head. I am not the type to get pregnant. I ain't about to deal with that. I ain't about to deal with that. I will get the femboy pregnant, okay? I will get the boy pregnant. I will not be boy preggers. Lily is about to make history. Yes. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know, if I could have children with a boy, I'd probably consider it. Super late into the future. Why am I so obsessed with soft boys, cute boys, girly boys, and just them? I love boys so much. It's just... why am I such a girl? I don't know why God made me a boy and just like, okay, you're gonna be the girliest motherfucker out there. You're the girliest motherfucker, but you have a BB. That's okay. That's okay. I like being a boy and I like boys. It's that simple. It's just I don't like men. I don't like men. I like boys like this. I like them when they're whimpery, pathetic, easily bullyable, and... No, shut up. Back to playing the game. Back to playing. We don't need a. I'm gonna. You have to wear the shoes for what you like. You have to create what you like. Sometimes is all I am saying. It's just like there's a specific genre out there. You have to combine the elements. If nobody's doing it, you can do it yourself and whatnot. It's not that I'm narcissistic or anything. It's just there's a certain quality that I like. I like looking for similarities. Similarities. I'm very obsessed with cuteness. That's all I am saying. I am very cute built. I am very cute built. That's all I am saying. That's all I am saying. Guys, come on. Embarrassed femboys are probably the cutest thing on the... Look! I'm just trying to explain. I just think... certain flavors of femboys are just... I can't... I swear I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to come off narcissistic. I'm just trying to explain. I'm just trying to explain. I'm gonna... I do this to myself. I do this to myself. Okay? It's... I mean, we're you know, when you like this very, very, very in this genre of soft boy, you have to give an example. I don't know where I'm going with this. I got too hot in +3, and now I'm my brain's not working. In the meantime, let's construct the walls for which we will put the next floor on. And then I will grab my bottle of water. I swear, I've got a friend that loves nothing more than to like embarrass the shit out of me because he enjoys it. You can say I've been conditioned a little bit. Because before in the past, I didn't used to have a praise kink. And now I do. And... I'm gonna shut up because there's more things that I could talk about. Like, we're not gonna talk about. It's just I'm being conditioned, god damn it, and it's making me cuter. But it's like I get embarrassed about it. I get embarrassed because you have to acknowledge stuff like being cute, +3, embarrassed, and just really shy and timid. And it's like I like that though, but it's like I put myself in the line of fire of things that I like because. Guys, isn't the idea of just dressing up a boy and all sorts of cute stuff like really fun? The idea of just like turning them into like a big dress-up doll? And just watching them get all +3 and just so shy, and you just like drag them along. And it's like, that's my ideal fantasy. I want to be treated like that. And it's like, is this why I always put on like really cute stuff? Is this what got me into VRChat? And I'm just like, wow, I don't know how my ass did that, but that was an impressive technique. What I am saying is, the more that I discover what I like, it becomes a part of me, and I'm just like, I swear I am being conditioned. I'm being conditioned by you, I'm being conditioned by me, and I'm being conditioned by a certain friend of mine. Hi, Celine Giambambi. Wow. Why was I thinking? I'm getting slapped later. I know I am. We don't have a choice, do we? Dying, very cute. What happens if we toot Lilyhorn too much? Do we get a surprise? I'm not sure. If it's a surprise, it'll be a surprise even to me. You know what I mean? It'll be a surprise for everybody. Nothing wrong with a little praise. Yeah, I know. It's just the thing is, praise brings out more and more cute. It become cuter and cuter and cuter. But it always makes me think of Kore wa zombie desu ka? And just like, no, you can't get him more cuter, and he's like 1,000 times cute. Or, I always have flashbacks to that anime. Why are we constructing firearms? What a weird world. Anyways, I think it's time to go up another floor. And now it's gonna cost 50,000. I don't know how much money we have, but everything is green right now. And when everything is green, we buy. So we're buying fancier money generators. And even bigger piles of cash. We ran out of money. Which means we need more generators. More generators, more money. There's gotta be another floor that's got like all kinds of furniture. There has to be. I will see this floor to the top, and if I don't, it's because I get hungry and I have to stop early. I guess you could say it's a little like Cookie Clicker, yeah? It is definitely an idler. An idle game within VRChat. Who would have thought? Anyways. This room is a, 6 giant money farmers, I guess. I sure do like bathing in money. It's a lot of money. Also, my voice is going kind of hoarse because, I'm not used to talking nearly as much. We had to take a break last week. Also, my sinuses are killing me, and I'm just like, man, I'm gonna sound like I sound like squeaky. I'm sounding squeaky. And I'm just like, not as clear as I would like to be speaking, is all I am saying. Actually, I have to strain to do that now, so guys, I'm just gonna lax on my voice. And I'm just gonna let my balls drop a little bit, because, my sinuses are not letting me do, I guess my normal voice. Like you guys know, I tend to talk very effeminate. I kind of have like an idealish femboy voice. My mannerisms still kind of help and everything, but there are times like right now where it's just I gotta let them drop a little bit. Something about my sinuses is just making it really hard to speak at default. So I'm going into my monotone area to where it's just there's no articulation here. It's just allergies suck. Allergies make it really hard to speak. So let me reiterate, my femboy voice that I do normally is my normal voice at this point in time. It's just my allergies are keeping me from doing my normal voice. So I have to not lower my voice, I have to make my voice monotone. It's a stylistic difference. But it's man. On a day I wanted to go a little bit longer to make up for last week. Guys, if we don't get to do anything too long for the next coming of weeks, it's because I'm adjusting to the changing of the weather. And I want to be ready for the end of next month. As you guys know, September is right around the corner, and while we don't really do anything too big for September, I think this year we're going to try to make up for the fact that I had to skip my half-year anniversary this year, because it's just... this year sucks. It just keeps sucking weather, finances, and just life. But I want to be ready for that at least. That'll be like a makeup marathon of sorts. Last week of September. So hopefully my body will be more forgiving when the time comes. Hey Steve! How are you doing? Welcome in. What you up to today? Squeaky like a cute mouse? Take Zyrtec for allergies? I think I actually doubled up on my allergy medicine last night because I knew today was going to be a bit weird. Levocetirizine. I didn't bother to take a daytime pill, but I did take some allergy Tylenol to prevent my the left side of my throat from acting up. But it's just I've covered all my bases today, and it's not enough to deal with the weather being weird. But yeah, I'm hanging in there. So don't worry. I'm not pushing myself or anything. Ooh, more generators by the looks of it. These ones cost a bit less. So maybe we can speedrun through this for a little bit. I want to get to the next fancy floor. Whatever floor it gives us that's a more, like, a relaxing floor, we'll stop there. I don't need to necessarily finish it in one go. This might be fun to come back and play with people. Or something like that. Ah, you moved to your own place? Ready to become the full-time fanboy? Let's go! That's awesome! Not even I get to walk around and stuff like this and whatnot. So, when I get to hear things like that, it's like, oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. Enjoy it! Enjoy it! The world is now your oyster, so go become a pearl. Okay? You got this. Gotta dash. You're welcome. I'll see you again next time, chill. Until next time, take it easy. Have a good rest of your day. The 21st night of September is coming up. Yes, the 21st is right around the corner. The meme will come back to life once again, won't it, folks? Okay. Where is the button? My camera's being mean right now. There we go. I'm trying to increase I forget I'm wearing a skirt, so I might need to move it around a little bit more this way. By the stairs. Wow. That was a very expensive floor. I'm doing okay. Just allergies are a little bit hard today. But hey, we have allergy issues from time to time. It's all part of it. Despite that, I'm doing okay. This floor is going to contain 3 police cars. Why do we need cop cars? I'm not a cop. If anything, I'm the type to, like, I wouldn't run from the cops, but, like, I would like to outrun the cops. I would like to be funny, you know? And then we just kind of do that. Let's see. If the next floor is kind of a dud, but it's fast, we'll go through it. But I think my body is getting close to its limit today. Something about the quality of the air is like making it hard to breathe. So I don't know what's going on, because I've not really had this issue before. Fortunately, the temperature, like I said, it's not terrible. It's actually not terrible, but something is like hard to breathe. And I'm like, ah, man, I'm gonna have to take care of that, aren't I? So I will have my revenge on a future stream. It's better than having to skip another week. I'd cry if I had to miss another stream. So I'm happy to get to see you guys at least. I'm happy to get to see you guys, like... Oh, you guys can tell my brain's turning to mush, right? You can tell my energy is just went... Hard to make words, hard to speak, hard to think. It's an accumulation of things. So this is floor 9. Let's let floor 10 be our stopping point. We'll see what floor 10 has to offer us. And then we'll get some rest. We'll get some rest at that point. But bust the femboy. Wait, what does that mean? Bust his head wide open? Am I gonna take a bat and go whack, 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 whack? Bust you guys. Oh, I'll get slappy. I'll get happy slappy. You know what'd be really cool? There's this thing out there called Legless Tower that I'm almost at sub 2 minutes on. And if I ever get sub 2, then I'll give you guys a showcase of it. Not today, though. Just know that there will be actual movement again. As things get cooler and my ability to breathe becomes better. Drink a Monster Energy drink. Different reasons. Different things. Different things. My issue is not my body energy, it's my health energy. And drinking a Monster is a good way to tank thy health. Although I do enjoy a good Monster every so often. But it would be counterproductive today, I think. Yeah, I've got enough of that energy in my system. The ability to breed. You guys might have to behave a little bit. Are you guys getting sussy? Am I gonna have to get out the bonk hammer? Behave, okay, chat? I've got my eyes on you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. We have to wait on this final button. We need $450,000. And we can see what's on the 10th floor, which will probably be our stopping. Hello, what are you? Oh, I forgot my thermos was with me. But yeah, like my nasals, my nostrils are like, you know, like when a nostril clogs up, both of them are kind of doing that right now. Although I can breathe a little bit, it's actively affecting my ability to breathe and get oxygen. So that's why I think I'm gonna have to do a purge or a neti pot or something, because I'm like I need oxygen. Headband, sure thing. Wah. There you guys. Oh, the button's green. Let's see, what was on floor number 10? Wow. What a way to end. Nuclear waste. Nuclear waste. Not my ideal way of going out, but how quickly can we see the next floor? I don't want the end to be nuclear waste. It's kind of weird. Hello, thank you for the follow, Hen. Henriziminoff. Welcome on in and thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing? I am Lily Moetsuki and I am the fox on the screen. Sometimes that means that I may just scream. We cover VRChat and hopefully a lot more in the future. We used to do a little bit of variety, including ASMR. But the summer was bad and now I'm getting my energy back, so this is a return stream of sorts for the future. Wah! Wah! Wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. We are currently trying to build upwards with this idle game that we have found called Millionaire Tower Tycoon. It's filled of nuclear waste, apparently, and money generators. I think we're just generating a bunch of counterfeit bills. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to buy the walls. We're going to hope that the next floor is comfy. Otherwise, $500 just for building stairs? We need $500,000. $525,000 to go to the next floor. And that's going to be the stopping point. I wanted one comfy floor before we were done, but hey, I don't know about getting to the top. There could be 100 floors for all I know. We might have to do that in a future stream. Or a supercut. We'll see. Either way, it's green. Green means go. So let's go up one more floor and see what happens. I want to get away from the nuclear waste. It's another floor full of generators. Very expensive generators. Now, before I leave, because I'm like, okay, I'm at my limit. We're going to look at our progress. We made it 11 floors. 11 floors. I think that's a pretty good stopping point. Now, if I remember anything, I think this floor, or this thing has like a prestige system. Rebirth. There's also a friend bonus, so if you play with friends, that's better than playing solo. There's also a bonus for how long you've been in the world, so things can kind of get exponential at a certain point. However, I don't know where Rebirth takes place. I don't know how to cash out. Because if I can come back later and have a bit of a bonus, then, that'd be nice, right? Just by joining the Discord, you get a little bit of a boost. The highest scores are floor 19 to 25. We made it to 11. Top rebirths. Rebirth isn't a thing yet, so this is an active development, but that was a lot of fun. So I am about to give the closing for today's stream, but I will do that in the world we started in because it looks good. I just noticed that there's a world called Sex Garage, and I'm like, what is it with people making the names of their world sussy? What's up with that? You know what I mean? But yeah, my body is at its limits. Ooh. So, let's, get ready to wind down one last time. I'm glad, it's so dark. I didn't realize I was upskirting myself like the whole time. I'm just a little EP brained, you know what I mean? Maybe in the future, depending on the time of day, you can see some comfy sleeping streams come back, because I'm very big about visual ASMR. I kind of wanted to rest in this world earlier, but I'm like, there's a difference between just resting and resting because, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I'm gonna go get proper rest and stuff. But yeah. Y'all behave yourself, okay? Behave. But you'll see me again next Wednesday. And hopefully not just Wednesdays. I'm planning to get active again as the weather and the temperature gets better. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what we've all been waiting for. We just have to be a bit patient. Because, my body's not been dealing with it well. Like I said, I don't have a place of, like, the best air condition. And where I live kind of works against the air conditioner that we put in the room, and I just don't have heat tolerance anymore. So I will go rest. I will take care of myself, and I will see you guys again next time, okay? Until next time, y'all take it easy. Wrong one. Bye-bye.